Yes, I think my PowerPoint is ready. Actually, I
Your
can.
PowerPoint is ready?
Yes, but it's not as good as you heard. I
I don't
think
have a PowerPoint,
Oh,
but
come
my
on.
points are ready as well.
it's just
Okay.
answering 6 questions.
Okay, so it is recording, Hussein. Please go
May
ahead.
I start?
Sure, because we do not have Sami yet, so we can use the time and listen to your presentation. After that, when Sami joined, we can continue.
Thank you. But can you give me the access actually to share my screen or something?
You already have
No.
No,
Okay.
it's
sorry,
disabled.
let me see
Yes,
it.
because it's a new meeting, so
I understand. Yeah. Do you have it now? Multiple participants
yes,
can share.
definitely. Now I have it.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Okay, do you have the slides?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, it was very actually, I made it in a rush, so sorry if there is any mistakes or other thing. What and which epistemology is guiding me is that in my research, I have to answer the question, how does the sound transfer from the actually upper floor to lower floor? In this regard, there are some theories and ways actually to help us to get the answer. And now, by increasing the skirt of knowledge, I mean, actually, the population of Earth is increasing, all right? So the researchers actually are more than ever there were in the past. So the knowledge is growing very, very fast, and to actually find a way to satisfy our needs, we have to go for new theories and new ways by using actually equipment we have. I want to mention in some cases we have a limitation for a standard. For my actually test and project, I have a limitation for a standard where we should modify it and actually use it in new way. Look at the problem from another aspect. The
Jose,
next
sorry to
question is,
interrupt you.
yes.
It seems that Sami is here. Let me tell him one sentence, and after that you continue. Sami,
Yes.
because you joined a little bit, we wanted to use the time, and Hossein started his presentation. After his presentation, we will go to your part again. We
No
are
problem.
sorry about it. Thank
No
you for
problem.
your patience.
Sorry, keep you waiting.
Thank you very much. Hossein, please. Thank you.
Yes, and for second question, which ontology are informing your project? Actually, there are some research show that the most problem people have in living wooden buildings are impact problem. This is because of some results comes from surveys and other things showing that people really suffer from impact sound. Impact sound, the definition is here. The sound actually produced when a person on above floor is walking or running or something drop and you hear it from downstairs. This actually sound, it's the most suffering problem for people living in wooden buildings. Now, if we want to actually see that problem, it's another problem, but from another aspect. It's related to environmental problem, because some people argue that building and constructing wooden structure is harmful for environments, but it depends on which place, which area we are talking about. For example, in Canada, you cannot go for cement or other things because of the environmental problem they can produce. And using steel and I think cement can be the cause of 18% of environmental problem. So these two things together can actually show us the guide why we have to actually use wooden structures and why it's not harmful in environment in every actually area, and it depends. The next question is, what is your overall methodology approach, and what are the rationals, yes, and academic justifications that support it. In my research, the usual method could be actually more satisfying and have limitation. Oh, sorry, it's not correct. The usual actually methods, it's not satisfying and have limitation. So we have to go for a new method. In the past, they used impact actually hammer. They put hammer on the, for example, upper floor, measure the sound by a speaker, by a microphone in downstairs. Now, when we want to consider this sound, we found that the problem of impact sound is in lower frequencies. So to overcome this problem, we have to measure the lower frequencies, and the microphone is not actually good enough to measure that sound. So we have to actually change it to another way. And for collecting data, we have to use, for example, accelerometers or new developed software we have, which actually Siemens recently developed one software in this regard to help the scientists convert the results and gather the actually data. The next question is, which method, tools, or measure techniques will my project be included? I'm currently using operational deformation analysis. In the past, I told you they use impact sound, but now by using ODS or operational deformation analysis, we can use some actually operating method to produce sound. For example, one person can walk on the upper floor, or it's accidentally how actually sound produces. It's very new method we want to use here. Using actually ODS help us to get a more accurate result which comparable to real life situation. For example, when one person walk on real actually floor, but that impact sound not produce enough source, enough energy to be studied. And I'm trying to first convert the results comes from accelerometers to velocity, which because it's ODS, ODA, it's very hard to do that. But I hope because of that development in Siemens software, I can do it more properly. And I'm trying to do that because there is some license problem to that software, but my supervisor informed me that it was fixed, and for next week I can work on that. After trying that actually data to velocity, I can use MATLAB and convert the velocity to pressure and then the pressure to sound. Using these methods actually provide the best knowledge for transferring sound to building, which means that we can detect the paths of actually where sounds are going. And overall, by understanding the sound transfer paths, we will find the chance to block them and make the wooden houses more suitable for living. From my point of view, this is the way to save our beautiful planet by convincing the people who live in an area where wood is available. And regulations are open for using wood to construct their houses rather than other harmful materials. Not to mention the drawback of cement and steel again, and the actually environmental consequences they have. But for mentioning one more thing, when we use accelerometers in actually buildings for collecting that data, we can understand where this sound is coming from. Sometimes the sound from floor transfer to wall, and we hear it from wall. Or for example, sometimes it's going to be flanking sound. By these methods, we are going to be more available to actually confront this problem in wooden building. Sorry if there was actually any problem. As I told you, it was really very fast making. I didn't have enough time to make it very properly. Honestly, last night until 2 a.m. I was working on that. So if there was any problem, sorry for that. And thanks for actually Alireza providing this session.
Thank you very much. Do you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Hossein. It was really informative, but you mostly went around methodology and methods. Can you, in abstract, in just 30 seconds, give us the exact ontology and epistemology you have in your job? In 30 minutes.
Ontology is, I think,
30
it's
seconds.
overall actually the problem we face. Am I right? So in my project, the ontology can be for the problems that people complain about impact sound. This is the main actually source why we are actually studied sound in wooden buildings. So this is going to be ontology. I think, I'm not sure, based on my understanding actually. And epistemology is that how scientists are going to study this actually problem, what way they have to study that. I guess this is actually for answering to these questions. But as Zoe asked us to just write 1 or 2 sentences, I didn't want to make it very actually long. But by the way, yes, you are right. It can be actually more and more comfortable.
Okay, so in ontology, possibly you will go for possibly relativism and so on.
Yes, I guess.
What I got from your presentation. Okay, the other guys, do you have any idea or any comment about Hossein's presentation? Okay, it means that it was crystal clear, and we can go for Sami.
Hopefully. Can you, dear Alireza, stop actually my sharing because I didn't find any place. Oh, I found that. I
Yeah.
hope, yes.
Yeah, you did.
Voilà.
Yeah, thank you. Merci beaucoup. Okay, let's go back to Sami. Sami, we all are happy to hear from you.
Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. I appreciate that, and I apologize because I was unable to join the meeting on time. So there, regard to the delay, and no problem. Thank you so much. So I was talking about my project. There's many answers related to the questions. I still need time to come up with the answers, but I said that very briefly. I wanted to give an overview of like related to the terms already used by my fellows here within the presentation, within their presentations, and also within the videos. So the topic was about the topic of the project is about the Robson Valley. But at the beginning, what we were supposed to do, we were supposed to go for the different stages of risk studies, from hazard identification to the element at risk, vulnerability, and the risk estimation and risk evaluation. But later on, as we found the other studies which is currently going on parallel to our study, and they're ahead of us, they have some results. So last week we decided to focus on 3 main case studies within the Robson Valley. It covers the 3 small villages from McBride, Dunster, and Belmont. So specifically about what I'm supposed to do is within these 3 specific case studies, some methods which already still it's not finalized. I mean, the methodology and the rest of the details is still not finalized. I still need to share these details with the committee, with my dissertation committee, with the PG committee. So within the sorry, this guy.
Oh my God.
Sorry. So
Say
the first
our
case study
regards
was
to your nice family.
sorry. The first case study is related to the slope monitoring. They call it the Swift Creek. There's already a landslide happened, and after many months and after a while, there's some evidence that still the landslide within the crown part is still active. There is some movement. So we want to go for the slope monitoring. Definitely, there's different methods we found from the previous methodologies used to the similar studies. There's one type of sensors they call Arduinos. They're very cheap. You can install it there, but if it is really cheap, so there's a question about their data and the accuracy of their data. Still, we need to think about it. So what option is the using the Arduinos to install in the area, and after a while that we collect the data, then we can go for the assessment. Second one is, for example, DGPACE is also one of the surveying the area with the DGPACE. So that could be also another method that we can use it, but it's not finalized. The second case study is about they call it Tier Creek, and there's wildfire already happened there. It burned most part of the forest within the hill slope of the mountain. So the concern of the people is about the transportation of the sediments especially during the rainy season. So regarding that also, we need to use one of the methods related to the quantitative. So we need to exactly there's different type of tools and methods that we can install them, and then we can collect the data, and then we can say, okay, how much sediments are moving based on the season or after intense rainfall, then that we can come up with the final result. It's mostly also the quantitative part. The third one is the water resource of these 3 villages. Especially for McBride, the water is coming from a creek, from a small stream, and this stream is highly prone to landslide and other hazards. So if there's a blockage of the stream, so the city or the village will run out of the drinking water. So within this case study, as I discussed with my supervisor, we need to use the method of bottom to up. So first, we are not going to study the water, the groundwater, the surface runoff. First, we want to work with the community. We want to work with the community. What is their concern? What is their idea about their drinking water? So first, we are going to collect their opinion, their idea, their questions, their concerns, and later on, we will also possibly use one of the methods, which here I mentioned at the beginning, that within this 3 case studies, because the final question is that we want to find the answer is the risk assessment. We want to do the risk assessment. If there's a slope instability, if there is the transportation of the sediments, or if there's any other type of hazards which is directly pose risk to the drinking water. So half we are going to do our analysis based on the methods within which is normally used, typically used within the applied science, pure scientific and quantitative. But at the same time, for the first 2 case studies, we want to connect it with the community. So it is also, we need to like semi-qualitative, the community, their concern, and okay, what we can do in the long term. But I think for most of the project here, with my colleagues and my fellows here, they agree that the final objective and the main aim of the research projects would be the sustainable development. Maybe it is different from one to another, but the sustainable development, how we can keep the people secure from the risk of the different hazards, and long term, how we can keep the infrastructures. This is the briefly what I'm, but I try to just mentions to give an idea or a picture, but still there's some things even in my head, and within this project we need to talk about the details about the methodology and the rest of the questions which I don't have. I hope I'm trying to find a accurate answer for most of the questions which I need to address that. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thank you very much. It was really informative for all of us. And the other guys, do you have any question about Sami presentation and answers? Okay. Jose said he liked it. Yeah, Orhan, you have question, yeah?
I don't have questions. Like I wish I could just join you more, guys, but as I mentioned, I didn't prepare. Even like I don't have many ideas about my project or research. So that's why uh, also I couldn't watch all the videos about this class. So I cannot make the connections, but I really enjoy just hearing your projects, and it's like helps me to have the connections. So how I'm going to think, how should I think while I'm working on my project when I learn and discuss with my advisor. So thank you very much, and I'm sorry, not because I'm sorry for not joining you, not giving comments and asking questions, but I understand mostly your project, and thank you for sharing that.
Thank you very much, Orhan. And guys, I have yeah, Sami, yeah, go ahead.
Just regard to my colleague and my fellow uh, that you mentioned,
Orhan?
yeah, Orhan. I think this is the beginning, and within this course and also the coming activities, we need to work like a group. So uh, I think whenever we are here and we are present and making some comments or maybe asking some questions, I appreciate that one. And please don't be sorry. I think here I am. Here I learned because even working with the other fellows at the university. So whenever you come here, I really appreciate that one. But maybe someone we have questions in his or her mind, and someone is just giving a comment, or because every one of us has a different type of schedule, so we try to fix everything on a time. So I appreciate from Orhan to joining us, but please don't be sorry. So it's like it's part of the teamwork. We can work, and yeah, thank you very much.
Yes, completely right. Yeah, Orhan, this is not no need to be sorry because you are here and you are gathering the data for your case. And I have one idea. If I may, I can share it with you. I will put the videos tonight on the YouTube, and I will put all of it on the Moodle. Until that time, you all guys are able to prepare your own PowerPoints, and you can record it. You can present and record it. Even Hussein and even me myself can present it in a better way, and we can record it, and we can upload each video on the YouTube. And if you may, please, if you want, please send me the link of that video you uploaded on the YouTube. I can share it on the next discussion board. I will upload everything tonight at 9 o'clock. Okay, until that time, if you are able to record that video and you are able to send me the link for putting in the discussion, please do it and give it to me to share it there. I think it would be fruitful and the others understanding of our ideas. Possibly they can share their own comments about it. If I may, I can do it. And if you have time and if you know how to record the actually presentation, you surely know it. But if you have any kind of question, I would be more than happy to answer it. Okay, sorry to interrupt. I think Orhan had a comment because he turned on the microphone.
No, I think I forgot it. Like,
No problem, no
no,
problem.
thank you guys
Okay,
for
thank
your
you all.
comment.
Okay, any other volunteer for talking or sharing idea?
I think I'm the last person.
Sure.
Let me find it. Okie dokie. I think this is it. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't have a fancy slide, but at this point, I think I'll get to that later. So my epistemology, emic epistemology, because it takes a subjective approach to reality, because I have to engage with the participants to have a feel of their lived experiences and their perceptions to truth and to reality. And what ontology is guiding me? That should be relativist ontology. Yep. So trying to understand that their truths are not fixed and neither are they objective entities. So that's why. Then what else? What else? Okay, my overall methodology is phenomenology. Why? Because of their lived experiences and the stories that go with it, and trying to understand what they're experiencing and how they're experiencing it. Then what methods will my project include? Yeah, primary data collection methods, right? I'll be using interviews, I'll be using focus group discussions, and I'll be using ethnographic observation. I think this ethnographic observation, although it's from anthropology, I think it's important because that way I get to observe for myself and see for my own self what truly is going on in the IDP camps, and that will help better my understanding of the research. Then I'll be doing a thematic analysis. So that way I can be able to code the data and find themes and draw a conclusion based on all of the things I get to observe at the camp. So yeah, that's basically it. So my epistemology is epistemology. My ontology is relativist. Then I'm using phenomenology. Then I'm using a mixed set of primary data collection methods to gather my data. Yep, that's it.
Thank you very much. It was really informative. As we just have around 8 minutes, I try my best to ask you my question very quick. Why you used the emic? You didn't use the ethic instead. And can you please give us some more ideas? What would be the title of your thesis and the way you want to do it? You mentioned part of that, but if you may please make it more clear.
Okay, so I'm using the emic epistemology because I can use the ethic epistemology because that means I have to observe reality at a distance. So if I'm observing reality at a distance, I'm going to have a biased view or a biased opinion. But if I'm having a closer look, more like even having a feel of it, I get to have an unbiased opinion and say, okay, in reality, these guys, what they seem to be saying is the truth. Now, my research topic for now, so I'm looking at the impact of climate change induced displacement on women in IDP camps. So we have a group of women who have been displaced as a result of climate change induced displacement, and I want to see how, if at all, that has affected their livelihoods and their overall well-being. That's what I'm trying to observe. So I can't do an ethic epistemology. It has to be emic because I have to observe the situation and sort of have a feel of it.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah. Thank you very much.
So what was your other question? I don't know if I got it all.
Actually, the first question was the emic and ethic. You answered me, and the other was making a little bit clear for us what would be the title of your research that you mentioned, impact of climate change on movement of people. It would be great. Thank you very much. The other guys, do you have any question? It means it was really clear for you all. Great.
Okay.
And where is Reza? Reza, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Don't you have any question, Reza?
Actually, no.
But because about the dam break, I thought it can be kind of relationship between Reza's research and yours. That's why I asked.
Yeah, we should share our idea.
Okay.
Okay, so I think there would be no other volunteer about presentation. As we just have around 5 minutes until the end of the meeting time, I think we can call it a night. But please kindly give me the links. If you presented yourself, recorded something, please put it on the YouTube and give me the link. I will share the links at 9 o'clock tonight, and I can have your idea and can share it on the Moodle. I recorded these two actually meetings, and if I may, I will put it on the YouTube, and then I will share the links on the Moodle as well. Anyway, thank you very much all. It was really fruitful for me myself. I enjoyed a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you. Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
Have very nice Thanksgiving Day. It is Thanksgiving Day, so thank you.
You too. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you, all of you. Thank you.
Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Guys.
Bye.